You must be aware, my friend, the spring has come. The fields are green, and if the flowers have not yet opened, their buds are ready to burst. The river is becoming more limpid. The skylark sings in the sky, and the heart is filled with a sweet longing, a yearning for joy and love. And the heart is filled with a sweet longing, a yearning for joy and love. The river is becoming more limpid. The skylark sings in the sky. Embrace the world with open arms. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face. Let go of worries and sorrows, and let the music of life play. In the garden of existence, pluck the flowers of happiness, for in this fleeting moment lies the essence of eternal bliss. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Man sees only what he wants to see. One ought, every day at least, to hear a little song, read a good poem, see a fine picture, and, if it were possible, to speak a few reasonable words. To think is easy, to act is difficult. To act as one thinks is the most difficult. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. By seeking and blundering, we learn. A clever man commits no minor blunders. He who does not think much of himself is much more esteemed than he imagines. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. Talent develops in tranquility, character in the full current of human life. Nothing is worth more than this day. To rule is easy, to govern difficult. Every day we should hear at least one little song, read one good poem, see one exquisite picture, and, if possible, speak a few sensible words. If you treat an individual as he is, he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. You are what you are because you believe in yourself. Character develops itself in the stream of life. He who possesses art and science has religion. He who does not possess them needs religion. To enjoy the glow of good health, you must exercise. Every step you take should be a prayer. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. A man sees in the world what he carries in his heart. We know accurately only when we know little. With knowledge, doubt increases. Correction does much, but encouragement does more. The hardest thing to see is what is in front of your eyes. Nothing is more terrible than to see ignorance in action. Daring ideas are like chessmen moved forward. They may be beaten, but they may start a winning game. It is not doing the thing we like to do, but liking the thing we have to do that makes life blessed. One sees clearly only with the heart. Anything essential is invisible to the eyes. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. I love those who yearn for the impossible. Age merely shows what children we remain. Nature knows no pause in progress and development, and attaches her curse on all inaction. A useless life is an early death in all things. We are the victims of the misconception from afar. We believe that all is well only when everything is going well. By nature, we have no defect that could not become a strength, no strength that could not become a defect. The world is so empty if one thinks only of mountains, rivers, and cities. But to know someone here and there who thinks and feels with us, and though distant, is close to us in spirit, this makes the earth for us an inhabited garden. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. The soul that sees beauty may sometimes walk alone. He who is a why can endure anyhow to create something. You must be something I call architecture, frozen music. Treat people as if they were what they ought to be, and you help them to become what they are capable of being. All theory is gray, my friend, but forever green is the tree of life. Nothing is worth more than this day. If you don't feel it, you'll never get it. Everything in the world may be endured, except continual prosperity. A man's manners are a mirror in which he shows his portrait. To think is easy, to act is difficult. To act as one thinks is the most difficult. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. A person hears only what they understand. You who are from the heavens, this old man come to greet. Tireless I wander, a stranger, everywhere at home, yet nowhere bound. Is this life's eternal secret, that which deeply moves the heart, the breath of eternal creation? Is it not in the air we breathe? Silent, like the stars in the night sky, the world is great and full of wonders. A divine thought sustains it, and it moves in radiant beauty. The moon floats above the mountain, the sea murmurs softly below. A silver stream of light appears, guiding me on my mysterious way. Who rides so late through night, and when it is the father with his child, he has the little one well in his arm, he holds him securely. He keeps him warm. My son, why do you hide your face in fear? Father, don't you see the King with his crown and train? My son, it's a streak of mist. You dear child, come, go with me. Joyful games I'll play with you. Many a colorful flower is on the beach. My mother has many a golden robe. My father, and don't you hear what the Earl King quietly promises me? Be calm, stay calm, my child, in the withered leaves. It's only the wind. Do you want to come with me, my fine lad? My daughters shall wait on you fine. My daughters will lead the nightly dance, and rock you and dance, and sing you to sleep. My father, and don't you see there Earl King's daughters in the gloomy place? My son, I see it clearly. It's the old willow shining so gray.